Well, as promised, Jeff Henrich is here with us in the living room. Jeff is the CEO of Guest House. If you don't know anything about Guest House, you're about to learn because it's a vital ministry in the church. Jeff, thank you so much for being with us. It's great to have you in the living room.
Bishop, thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
It's been an interesting conversation that we've been having before we came on air, but I would like our viewers to know about this incredible ministry for the church at Guest House. Can you just tell us about some of the history and what goes on there to help, in particular, priests and consecrated religious?
Absolutely. Thank you. Guest House is an addiction and behavioral health treatment center for clergy and religious. We're located just outside of Detroit, Michigan. We've been there since 1956. Our founder, Austin Ripley, was a very early member of Alcoholics Anonymous, and he recognized two important things. The first one was that recovery is about spirituality and a relationship with God, and that needs to be mixed with the science, but if we leave that out, true recovery never happens. The second thing that he recognized is that clergy and religious struggled in lay treatment centers, and they struggled to find the kind of support that they needed. It was difficult for them as the healer to ask for help. And he, in his foresight, created a place where clergy and religious could come and be with others who shared their experiences and support each other as they tried to find a way back to health and holiness.
And all this since 1956.
1956.
I didn't realize, I just learned something. I didn't realize Guest House had been around and performing this great ministry for that long. Now, I'm thinking back over the past year and a half or so. With COVID, all of our lives have changed. And I'm just curious, did the lockdown and just dealing with the health crisis, did this create a situation where your ministry was even more necessary?
Absolutely. Necessary for quite a number of reasons. The pandemic created a situation where all of us were isolated from our support systems. We were isolated from the people that support us. We didn't get to do the things that are life-giving for us, particularly for pastors that didn't get to be in person with the people that they serve. Alcohol consumption and drug use across this country, whether it's in the church or outside of the church, is up. Mental health concerns were being flooded, and clergy and religious are people. Ultimately, in the end, they're people, and all of these stressors significantly impacted their day-to-day lives.
And so, certainly, this provided, if I can say it this way, more business for you. But beyond that, how has COVID and dealing with the health crisis, has it changed Guest House? Has it changed the way that you approach this ministry?
Absolutely. Any form of recovery, any program that you're going to get involved in, really is built around the support of the people around you, and obviously that became really difficult during the last 18 months. We created a situation where we have become the hub of online support systems for clergy and religious. We did the kind of connections and made that connection possible. It changed the way that we did treatment, because while we stayed open through the entire pandemic, then we did inpatient treatment with them. We had a really difficult time connecting them with the people back home and the kind of support systems that they've done, and it radically changed how we do that.
Okay. Now, I'm very honored to have the chance to join you at your annual gala, which is coming up in October. Speaking of COVID and this whole debacle that we've endured for more than a year and a half, I know that the gala last year was a hybrid. Is this year any different?
We're going to do it a hybrid gala again. This Archbishop's Dinner is the opportunity for Guest House to talk about this year in particular gratitude, but also all of the things about our ministry that are so important to the church. And it's the one time of the year where we really bring people together to do that. Ordinarily, we have a very large dinner in Detroit. Just still doesn't feel quite right, so we're going to be doing this as a hybrid. There'll be a really strong online presence. People will be able to tune in to the Mass before the dinner and to watch the dinner and hear an amazing bishop talk to us about the gratitude.
Yeah, afterwards, you're going to help me with some tips on what I should say, but I understand it is around the theme of gratitude, and that's probably all I need to know. Where can people learn more about Guest House and, as I began with, a very vital ministry that it provides for the church by supporting people like me and my brother priests and religious?
Guesthouse.org, guesthouse, all one word, .org. We have a website that will walk you through any aspect of our operation that you're interested in going to.
Very good. Jeff, well, thank you for stopping by and making the time to just let us know a little bit more about this ministry. And we appreciate what you do for us through your ministry to priests and religious.
Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.